Okay, we're with Joel Tyner. Uh, Joel, we just had your opponent prevail in the nominating convention in
He
Ulster
did.
County. Are you going to continue to run?
Yes, I am. I've been campaigning for 8 months.
Mm-hmm.
I have Pete Seeger on my side. Josh Fox has endorsed me. Cornel West has endorsed me. The Dutchess County Democratic Elections Commissioner Fran Knapp has endorsed me. 230 people all over. And I tell you what, I've proven that, a populist progressive, that's a winning message. I won 5 times in a row in Rhinebeck and Clinton, and the vast majority of the time over the last decade, there's been Republican town supervisors in those two towns. I know that people really want a populist progressive who's not afraid to take it to and speak truth to power of the both parties' power structures. People are sick to death of same old business as usual, and that's not what I am. We need to break up the big banks. We need to tax Wall Street speculation. We need to bring back the Glass-Steagall Act. Maurice Hinchey has been strong on all those. Nobody gave Maurice Hinchey any chance of getting into the state legislature or getting into Congress being a populist progressive, and he's proved people wrong for decades that that's a winning message. And I wasn't even sure I was going to get 15, 20% of the vote tonight. I mean, this is not my county, but I got, I don't know, something like 15, 18, 19%. That's not bad. And the district lines have only recently just changed. So, we need to expand Medicare to cover everybody. You can go to my website and see where I am on the issues, joelforcongress.org. Julian Schreibman's a great guy. His website should have, the issues fleshed out a little bit more. Chris Gibson, the guy that we're running against, he voted for indefinite detention. Unfortunately, the president wasn't going to sign it into law. He broke his promise. He signed it into law. 43 members of the House Republicans majority actually voted against that. One of the reasons why I'm running is I believe we need a watchdog at the national security state, not somebody who defended the CIA and the national security state. And so I'm 100% against indefinite detention. And there's too many of our constitutional freedoms and civil liberties that have been stripped away even over the last decade that unfortunately have happened under this administration, under Obama, and under the Bush administration. We need to ban fracking statewide. And an immediate national moratorium on fracking. We need to create jobs rebuilding and infrastructure with the emergency jobs to restore the American dream for the 99% Act. 5 million jobs in 2 years. Corporations are not people. That constitutional amendment needs to happen. We need full, fair public financing, national version of the Clean Money, Clean Elections, and all that stuff should be on the web. This is fulfilling the mantle and the legacy of Maurice Hinchey. Bernie Sanders is retiring. Maurice Hinchey is retiring. We don't have Alan Grayson. Wellstone is not in there anymore. Feingold is not in there. Kucinich is not in there anymore. Send me to Washington to raise hell. I will turn Washington upside down, just like I've turned upside down the Dutchess County Legislature for the last decade. JoelForCongress.org.
Do you see yourself as an underdog in this race?
No, I don't, because it hasn't been hard to build supporters. People that I just barely met on Facebook are saying, sure, I'll have a house party. So, I know that the prevailing wisdom is that, it's all about the machine. It's all about the machine. It's all about money. Well, a little thing happened September 17th last fall in Zuccotti Park. They call it Liberty Plaza. And I just helped reoccupy it this weekend. People are waking up. People are sick and tired of the power structure of both major political parties just being about who has the money. I'm not going to stand here and tell you that Occupy Poughkeepsie and Occupy Albany and Occupy Kingston are 100% supporting me. I'm not going to tell you that. What I will tell you that is I've worked very closely with Occupy Hudson Valley, Occupy Albany, Occupy Poughkeepsie folks, and it's time for a new politics. It's time for a new politics that's not about the machine, that's not about how much money you can raise, and it's time for a politics that speaks clearly for the 99%.
Can a candidate like you, who's so clearly on the left, prevail in a newly redistricted congressional zone that's so heavily Republican?
I've proven for a decade that I can do that because, again, you look at Rhinebeck and Clinton. I got elected 5 times in a row, and there's Republican town supervisors in Rhinebeck and Clinton for the vast majority of the time over the last decade. People are sick of same old machine politicians. They're sick of it.
How far does your name carry out further west and further north of here?
Because of Josh Fox endorsing my campaign, I've been working pretty closely with a lot of people from Sustainable Otsego. Mm-hmm. The fact that I've been willing to speak truth to power, that, great, I'm glad, because of Cuomo, we have marriage equality, but he is killing the state. He's killing the Democratic Party. He's killing the state, attacking public employees, attacking state employees, attacking the pensions, ripping money out of our schools. There's schools shutting down in Ulster County, schools shutting down in Dutchess County, and somebody needs to speak truth to power. The Democratic chairs, the Democratic leadership, Democratic power structure has not, unfortunately, held this governor accountable, and also needs to hold Obama accountable. You know, if Obama had stayed strong on what Maurice Hinchey has been saying for decades, and single payer, expand Medicare to cover everybody, save $400 billion a year, if Obama had kept his promise that he made to the Illinois AFL-CIO Central Labor Council a decade ago, we might still have the public option. I'm not just running to replace Chris Gibson. I'm running to stand up for most of us. It's not left or right. If you look at my website, joelforcongress.org, all my campaign is about is poll-tested politics. You know, by a 2-to-1 ratio, people want Medicare expanded to cover everybody. 80% of people in this country say corporations are not people. Amend the Constitution, you know, so that corporations shouldn't have the same free speech rights as people.
And if Julian wins this nomination for the district, you're going to step down and stand behind them? Or
I will support him, but you know, now it's about gathering the petition. I've been doing this for 8 months. I understand if people in Ulster County may be saying, "Oh, what is this?" Well, you know, guess what? Sorry, I hate to tell you, Ulster County just put together with Dutchess County. So there's a lot of my supporters are in Dutchess. I've been campaigning for 8 months in Dutchess County, in Columbia County, in Rensselaer County, in Greene County, in Otsego County, in Delaware County. And me being a community activist for the last 2 decades, there's a heck of a lot of people in Ulster County who've known me for a long time. And in Sullivan County, and you know, I'm getting to know folks in Schoharie and Montgomery counties too.
So you will intend to force a primary?
Yes, sir. Nothing personal. Julian's a great guy, but you know, just as an example, the website julianforny.com. Where's the issues? Where's the positions on the issues? Where's the commitment in writing to really stand up for the legacy of Maurice Hinchey?